Hey, so in this video, I'm going to be going over the importance of building systems and processes within your business so you are able to scale, right? So, by the way, if you don't know who I am, I'm Ollie Arch, and I'm on a mission to help content creators build predictable income streams through the educational value that they provide in their content. Now, I've been running an agency over the past 12 months that helps creators build info products and paid communities to help convert their following into a predictable income for themselves. So, yeah. Building systems and building processes within your business is super important if you guys want to scale, right? So how do you build a system? What is a system and how do I use it to scale? Well, building a system is super easy, right? You just got to kind of walk yourself through the process and every single process that you run within your business, within your content creation business, and how can you kind of get that down pat to a point where you can plug and play certain systems into certain aspects and alter them essentially. So let's say it comes to content creation, right? You know, building a system when it comes from the ideation of the video to recording a video to editing the video to posting the video, that is a system. Now, you do the process yourself, or you may pay someone else to do it, but you do the process, right? You run through the process yourself every single time. So now you need to kind of build that system predictably and make sure that it reoccurs the same every single time, because you don't want to be changing stuff. You want to be keeping everything the same. Because if you want to scale, you're going to be needing people to learn these systems. And how can you teach something unless you have it written down and if you've known it and you've done it multiple times the same, right? You can't just teach someone to, create a video for you if you're trying to scale, because, you need to teach them the ideation process, the recording process, the editing process, the uploading process, every single thing, right? And, when it comes to hiring out and scaling, they might not be recording the video because you need to be in the video, but it's the point where they can be coming up with the ideas and then you can record the video, they can edit and upload it, but you're kind of eliminating all the factors where you can be focused on scaling, because when you are scaling, you don't have time to do all that sort of stuff. But if you can kind of teach people the process and teach people how to think like you and how to create the ideas and how to edit like the way you want to edit and how to upload to the standard that you want to upload to, well, you have to build a system for it, and you have to build a process to then teach people the system and teach them the process of getting there. And building these systems within your business is essential to scaling, right? Content creation, a conversion system from getting a follower into a paying member for your product, building your product, promoting a product, anything. There needs to be a system for it, and you need to figure that out, and you need to write it down, and you need to build it out so that someone can come along with no prior knowledge and know exactly what you're on about and how to get, your standard of content and your end result and your end product the same. So building systems is super important, guys. When you want to scale, you're going to have to start hiring out certain things. You're going to have to build your team and build your company. So you need to build these systems in place so that someone who's new, has no idea, can learn. And you want to be teaching these people the correct way. Otherwise, it's not going to help you scale. You're not going to have the time to monitor every single thing that's going on. So you need to build a system. And if they're not following the system, then they're cut, right? Then they're doing wrong. But if you haven't built the system well enough, then it's your fault and you're not doing well enough. But you have to build these systems in your business, and you got to make sure that they're evident, and you got to put it out on a piece of paper and kind of just plan it out for these people to learn from, right? So how do you build these systems? Well, it's super easy, guys. Just literally write down every single step that you take from, the ideation of something to the end result. And then, building that out and making sure someone can understand it the way that you understand it, and then they can then learn from it. So it's super easy. Just the earlier that you build the system, the better, because the more that you can iterate it as you go and as you learn more and as you continue to create new ideas and expand your content and expand your personal brand, then you can, add to these systems. But if you have a core system and a core foundation from the beginning, then it's going to be super easy to then iterate and alter in the future. So as well as building these systems, right, and putting it down on a piece of paper and getting the step-by-step process from point A to end result, you also need to track it. That's super important as well. You have to be tracking these systems so that you can make changes if something's not going particularly well. And tracking these systems is super important. So tracking every single step of the process is what you need to do, because you can't improve what you don't track. So you need to be tracking every single step and the end result and every single process, so that when someone's in there working for you and working through that process, they can see whether they're doing well or not, and they don't have to confer to you and say, like, do I need to make this change, this change, this change? If you can just teach them, look, make the change based on tracking the metric and the result, and we want to improve certain things, like certain metrics you want to improve, and you kind of give them an outline as to what is your standard, by the percentages and stuff like that, and goals and targets, then they can easily make changes based on that, and they don't have to consult you, and you you kind of remove yourself from the situation and you can focus on scaling and bigger ideas and bigger things, right? So building a system is great, but unless you have somewhere where you can track the process and track the progress of the system, then it's going to be pointless, because how the hell are you going to improve it if you don't know what's going on and you haven't tracked it? So, you know, if you're going to get anything from this video, build systems in everything that you do. Content creation, conversion systems, literally just even the way you promote certain things, even the way you hire certain people. You need to build systems for everything, because the more you scale and the more you want to scale, the less you have to be working in the business and in the business, right? You want to be working on the business and looking at ideas to help scale and, you know, scale the size of what you're doing, right? So you're going to be hiring people for certain things, and the more that you hire out, the less work that you're going to be doing inside the business. So you need to make sure that these processes and these systems are foolproof and working super well and tracked. Essentially, the number one thing on top of all of this is that everything needs to be tracked, because if it's not being tracked, then there's no way that you can improve it, because you have no idea what's going on with the numbers and stuff like that. So that's all I wanted to go over in this video, how to scale. And how to scale essentially is build systems and processes and track them. Super simple. That's how you get it done. So yeah, that's all I wanted to cover in the video. By the way, if you are struggling to monetize your audience and you do want some extra help with that, click the first link in the description. And no, it's not a free training, and no, it's not a course either. Honestly, it is just a funnel, and it is designed to sell you something. But at the end of the funnel, it's just a link to book a call with me. And in that call, we can just have a chat about implementing our monetization strategies into your content to help you build a predictable income for yourself. So I don't mind if you click the link or not. Honestly, it is just there if you do want some extra help. But the main thing is that you did get some value from this video. So yeah, that's all I wanted to go over. If you like the videos, there's a button for that down below. Click it. Also comment anything that you want me to cover in the future, as well as things as I potentially have helped you solve in the past as well. Subscribe for content from me about monetizing your audience, as well as other creators on this platform as well. So yeah, that's all I wanted to go over, guys, in this video. Thank you so much for watching until the end. Have a great day and see you later. Bye.